This video is part of the lecture Calculus 1, and we are going to talk about basic notations of calculus today. The first question is that what is calculus exactly? What is calculus? Well, calculus is a branch of mathematics, that helps us understand changes between values that are related by a function Basically, calculus focuses on functions, limits, derivatives, integrals, and infinite series. Functions, limits, and some derivatives are studying in Calculus 1, but integrals and infinite series, they are studied in Calculus 2. So the word calculus, it has a Latin meaning. So the Latin meaning is what? It's small stone, which means that we understand something by looking at the small pieces. Okay. Now let's talk about some basic notations that we are going to use a lot in calculus. The first of them would be script R, which is what? Which is all real numbers. Basically, all numbers that you know. All fractions, all decimals, pi, square root of 2, everything. So I'm gonna use this notation for it, negative infinity to positive infinity, and this is called the interval notation. Interval notation for the real numbers. We also show a graph to show real numbers. We are going to have a line, and the arrow here shows that it goes to positive infinity, and I'm going to put 0, 1, 2, 3, or -1, -2, all the way to the negative infinity. This graph is the real line. The graph of the real line. Then the next one would be a subset of R if D is a subset of R. Okay, this notation in here, which is a curly symbol, it's the subset notation. This is notation for subset, which says what? Which says that D is a subset of all real numbers. And this subset could be nothing. Could be empty set, could be nothing, empty set, or it could be just one element. We show it by that curly bracket, for example, number 1. It could be with 2 elements, or it could be all real numbers. So basically any subset of R. Okay, as an example, I'm gonna use EX notation for the example from now on. As an example, look at 0 and positive infinity. What is that? This notation in here shows that we have all non-zero positive real numbers. Okay, or for example, this notation, negative infinity up to 5. It means that all non-zero, okay, but, oh, actually, up to negative 5, I wanted to say. Negative 5, okay. All non-zero negative real numbers that are less than 5. Okay, so basically this example shows from, for example, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and this example, negative infinity up to negative 5, covers all the numbers up to negative 5. All of these numbers. Okay. Another notation that we are going to use a lot would be the notation for n. What is n? Is the set of all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the positive integers. They are called natural numbers. Natural numbers. This is a subset of R as well. Okay. Another one, we use script Z, and this is the set of all the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and also including a negative of them, negative 2. Okay, this is called integers. Integer. The set of all the integers. Okay, one notation to be clarified would be this notation. For example, if we have the interval negative 1 and then 2, okay, this is all x in R, all the real numbers, such that x is between negative 1 and 2. But since we have a parenthesis in here, it means that this endpoint is not included. So this is endpoint not included. Okay, the parenthesis in here emphasizes on that, but the bracket in here shows that the endpoint is included. Okay, so I have to include negative 1 in here. So all the x is between negative 1 and 2, such that negative 1 is included, but 2 is not included. On the next video, I'm gonna talk about functions.